skip over to this purple bead. I need to pick up another purple bead and go through the delica that's on the outside, which is this one right here. That's sticking out, and then way over here we've got the first bead of the round. This is where we're doing the step up. So we're going to, because we're finishing the row, we need to go through 2 beads to do the step up. A little bit awkward there, but that's all right because we're getting ready to make the tube. It's going to start getting easier from this point on out. That's it, flat. And now, to make your tube, put your work down flat, put your finger in the middle so that the tube has something to form around. Start to tighten up, pull on the other bead, I'm sorry, not the other bead, but the other thread, and gently pull, and as you do, you start to see the tube forming. Do you see these 3 large beads? That's the beads coming up, and you can even see here with the white beads, you've got 4 white beads that come up on a diagonal, and as you continue to form this tube, you're going to see that that's what happens with all of them. And then from here on, making the rest of the tube becomes very easy. There's the top of the tube here. Because you're coming out of a white bead, you pick up a white bead, skip one, and go through the next one. And continue as you go around, and when you're done, you'll end up with a Cellini spiral like this. But this is only one example of a Cellini spiral. As you change the size and color of your beads, you can make as many variations as the imagination will permit. Smaller beads make up the inner core, and we're going from the delicas actually being 12-aught, 12-aught, 11-aught, 8-aught. You could start with 15-aught, go to 12-aught, and then go to maybe 9-aught. So, and of course, that's just the size of the beads. It's the size of the beads that makes the dip and then the swirl upward and then back down. But the colors that you use, you could do this all in the same color, or you could use highly differentiated colors for the inner core. The outer core, you could use cubes. You can use chips for the accent beads. It depends on you. There's drops. You could use drops which would stick up higher on the accent beads. But what you want to remember is that your beads graduate in size up to the accent bead and then graduate back down. So again, the main things to remember with the Cellini spiral, this one is even count peyote, so there's a step up when you get to the end of the row. You need to do that at the end of every row. And the change in the size of the beads is what makes the spiral itself. Now, it's very difficult to get the Cellini spiral started, but once you have it done, you'll start to pick up a rhythm. Put it down. When you come back, you know what color the next bead is, because all you need to do is look at your thread. Thread is coming out of a white delica. The next bead that you pick up is a white delica. Continue the spiral all the way to the end, and it's hard to show with this one, but because everything is the same, when you get to the end, you can marry one end of the bracelet to the other end, and there's a little bit of give on the bracelet, and you can make an invisible join, and we've got some examples of that, or you can add clasps, either a bead cap on the end or decreasing the peyote using an omega connector. there's so many ideas that you can use for finishing your Cellini spiral. Some people start with a plain peyote tube, all the same size beads, but with the colors being coordinated to what they will use for the larger beads. And when they get to the part of the necklace that's going to hang down and be the accent beads, they start putting in these larger beads, and then it looks like it's growing right out of the tube. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps you learn how to do it. Again, I'm Gail Devoid. If you have any questions, you can reach me at gdevoid@tds.net. The directions for this Cellini Spiral is a free tutorial on my webpage, which is www.tarnhelm, which is tarnhelm.com/need for beads, with need for beads being capitalized with capital N, capital F, and capital B. Let me know if you have any questions. I would be thrilled to help you learn this stitch, and I'm sure you will find that it's something that will give you a lot of gratification and several relaxing hours of beading. Thank you.